It's all very clear to me now. The whole thing. It's wonderful.
Fucking hey, man. Glad to see you guys. You guys are fucking dangerous. Look at this guy. He's got respect for the door. There's 4 million people coming in. It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
What is the cost of lies? It's not that we'll mistake them for the truth. The real danger is that if we hear enough lies, then we no longer recognize the truth at all.
Why would I have anything to say to you? All you do is lie.
What else is left but to abandon even the hope of truth and content ourselves instead with stories?
It's the role of good journalism to take on powerful abuses. And when powerful abuses are taken on, there is always a back reaction.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans, right. You're saying that's not gain of function?
That is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially.
When you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
About is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay?
Good evening, everyone. It is I, the head of the United Kingdom Socialist Economic Zone, Keir Starmer. I am here with a very important announcement. As you may know, after the killings in Southport, we arrested a bunch of people for spreading harmful information on the internet. Much of this information has now turned out to be true. However, we will not be pardoning any of those people because it basically teaches them a very important lesson about this government. If we say that something is not true and you should not talk about it, whether it is true or not is completely irrelevant. Do not talk about it. Do not absolutely spread any information. And just basically just shut up. I know we have been LARPing as a liberal democracy for quite a while, but those days are now over. That's not to say that we won't keep pretending that we are a liberal democracy, but in practice, of course, you know this is not the case. Axel Rudakubana, the Welsh choir boy who accidentally stabbed all of those children for no reason whatsoever, has of course not been charged with terrorism. His stated motive was to kill white people, but since killing white people is not a form of terrorism as it aligns with state objectives, he will not be charged as a terrorist. We will be redoubling our efforts to crack down on whites that are in their basement reading books that we do not like and saying naughty things on the internet. Some of you may think that this is unfair, but if you didn't want to be part of a technocratic socialist economic zone, then you shouldn't have been living in the United Kingdom in the first place. Of course, this only applies to whites and those who are right-wing. saying anything like this to any kind of migrant, brown or minority will be immediately punishable with jail. We will be looking into instantiating the death penalty and possible much harsher sentences for saying hurty words online. Murder is still mostly okay. Of course, try not to, make too much of a mess. People will get a bit upset. But if you just want to do a bit of quiet murdering, say in the borough of London, that is absolutely perfectly fine. Just make sure that you're only targeting whites. It helps, of course, to be black or brown or some kind of minority. I'm glad I had a chance to speak with you all. I will be pretending to take feedback from the population, but the truth of the matter is, of course, I don't give a fuck what you think. I am following the dictates of the Fabian Society. We have done much research into what a perfect world looks like, and you're about to experience it regardless of whether you want to or not. Thank you, and get fucked. Welcome back, everyone. It's another Thursday. Thank you to Keir Starmer, the Llama Harmer, the Starmer Trooper, for that, that very, very sort of, quite frank and uplifting message. Yeah, it's a grim episode, this one. I don't know. This is, like sometimes you get stories and you're like, oh, mate, I don't know. I'm going to put a positive spin on this one. Yes, Axel Rudakubana, the Southport killer. Well, you can now basically call him now. He's been convicted and indeed sentenced. So you can't go to jail for saying that he did the killing, right? You can't prejudice the trial. The trial is done. A whole bunch of horrible, horrible details have come out. I won't be going over the worst of it. If you want to hear the horrible and gruesome details, just go to any major UK newspaper. Everyone's very, very riled up for no reason whatsoever, of course. As Mr. Starmer alluded to in the opening, Rudakubana's motives basically seem to have been around white genocide. Of course, this is not counted as terrorism because wanting to kill whites is not terrorism because it doesn't, strike against the government. Oh my God, fucking, you really got to wonder how far they can push this. Honestly, right? He basically is our very own UK Dindu. Ladies and gentlemen, those trials you see in the US mainly, where some person, some melanated person, does something really, really horrible, and then when they get to court, they're just basically yeah, I did it. They just take every single advantage of the court system. They're always like, oh, I can't breathe, or oh, I'm sick, or blah 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 blah, and just over and over again. That's Axel Rudakubana. There have been many sort of colourful suggestions as to what should happen to Mr. Rudakubana, who got 52 years, not long enough. My personal suggestion is that we bring back breaking on the wheel. You might not know this, but where Marble Arch stands in London now, I believe it was Marble Arch, there used to be a place called Tyburn Hill, where they used to do public executions, including the very, very fruity breaking on the wheel. Perhaps we could bring that back, bros. Bring a bit of tradition back and just sort of, send a strong message. Anyway, our second story is, what is our second story? It's oh my God, this episode. Second story is the Climate and Nature Bill. No, wait, hang on. Is it? I think it's the Climate and Nature Bill. Yes. The new UK Climate and Nature Bill that is going for a vote, a second reading and a vote tomorrow, which will basically instantiate net zero across the entirety of the UK. It is backed by all of the usual gremlins and came about by a rather unusual sort of process where every parliament, they literally do a lottery and they pick 10 MPs who can propose what's called a private member's bill. This one was picked up by a Greta Thunberg wannabe called Ros something. Doesn't matter, right? Random sort of, crazy white woman. I hope for any of you who enjoy, in the UK, who enjoy things like the owning of property, the burning of hydrocarbons, the not having of a carbon tax, and the not having of, the government, literally granularly seeing, everything you do. Well, you're going to enjoy this bill. It's probably going to go through. Labour has said they're going to, vote for it. It might get held up in the House of Lords. Mate, I hear a lot of people being like, "Oh, look, we've just got to survive another 4 years of Keir Starmer. Survive." I mean, I'm just like, how much of the country is going to be left, after this shit? And our final story. It's Davos time again, baby. Yes, WEF 2025 has kicked off, and I got to say, it's a bit low energy, bros. WEF bros, are you doing okay? Even the number of prostitutes, the prostitution business is down in Davos. It's a very, very sad gathering. Don't worry, bros. They're playing all the greatest hits. We need more vaccines. We need more, global governance. But it seems like the magic has gone. And I suspect a lot of that is down to a certain Mr. Donald Trump. But we're covering that as well. Right. Let's get through this. Oh, mate. Oh, and by the way, just an apology in advance. Due to the awesome nature of London and just, how diverse and just joined up everything is, the internet's gone down. So I'm streaming this over mobile phone. So if we get problems, my apologies in advance. So far, we've only dropped about 2% of our frames. We'll see how it goes, bros. We will see how it goes. Right. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Mikey on Rumble, Mikey Bikey, who already sent a super chat. Thank you very, very much, Mikey Bikey. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, actually, we've got a bunch of super chats. Oh, I'll do these. I'll do these now. Right. Let's get a nice nice dancing girl, and a love heart for you all. Tree from Mikey Bikey praying for stream stability. Thank you very much, mate. $10 from the Texas man for your Starlink nigger. Thank you so much, mate. I'll make sure to get a diverse Starlink. Another one from Mikey Bikey for $3. The Labour MPs ordered to sink landmark climate and environment bill. Oh, really? Wait, Mikey. Can you drop that link in Rumble? Is that really? Has Labour been ordered to vote against it? Oh man, I hope so. Oh well, that's gonna like really, really change the story. Seti Sapiente, Odyssey is looping. Well, I don't know what to do about that. It says it's streaming. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. And Texas man, another 3 sad prostitute noises. The saddest noises of all. Thank you so much for the super chats, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for the link, Mikey. I really appreciate that. Okay, right. So yes, so on Rumble, Seti Sapiente, Captain Crisps, Mikey Bikey, Ardent Party. Good to see you, Ardent. J Chiva Loophole, Carvos 96. I think you're new. Nice to see you. Mick Zen finally made it live. Good to see you, mate. The Texas man, of course, our correspondent from the great state of Texas. Who else we got? I think that's everybody on Rumble. Apologies if I missed anyone. On YouTube, we have Evil Author 1776. Ivan the Horrible, good to see you, Ivan. The Nameless One. Cybercharter Internal Affairs. Oh, good to see you, mate. I am enjoying your Twitter posts. Roger Cook. 007, good to see you too, mate. I think that's everybody. And on Odyssey, we have History and Truth. Good to see you, mate. Odyssey is looping, apparently. I don't know what to do about that. Today's meme, of course. It's funny and dark at the same time. I don't know, right? When does the dark overwhelm the funny? Oh, and Wyatt's Torch as well is in the chat. Good to see you, mate. British authorities, while violent immigrants rape and torture their citizens, we should arrest the victims. Indeed! If those victims didn't want to be raped and tortured, well, they shouldn't have been white whilst being in England. Look, the logic is inescapable. And Rat Fun King, good to see you as well, sir. Right, let's get on with the horribleness. Hang on a second. I've got to save this this link that that Mikey Bikey sent me. Oh, Labour MPs. Oh, mate. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of good news. Thank you so much, Mikey. That's gonna really change the story. My second story. Thank you. I might sleep a little bit. Might sleep a little bit better tonight. Right. Let's get on with it. Oh my god, this story is so horrible. Oh, dude, I was on Twitter, like, following this live. Oh, mate. Oh, dude. Dude. Bro. This is like the Giga Dindu, right? He's like the Dindu to, to sort of, to conquer all Dindus. He is the giant N striding across the countryside, imported from parts unknown, the product of foreign wars, filled full of anti-colonial ideology, just out to like, I mean, what do you think, right, he attacked a Taylor Swift dance class? Because Taylor Swift is literally like the whitest thing there is, right? He didn't go and like, find some like mumble rap concert and like stab everyone there. Oh no. Seti Sepiente, he should get the death penalty. I think we should go further. I think he should be hanged publicly, or worse, honestly. Excuse me. Because you know what they say, it's not that justice must be done, but justice must be seen to be done. And I think it would be good if a number of the Dindus saw in sort of graphic violence some of this justice being done. So he was jailed for 52 years, but not given a whole life sentence because he was 17. It was a week before his 18th birthday when he did the crime. Oh my God, this is just so fucking harrowing. The details of some of the injuries of the victims are just brutal. One of the girls was stabbed 112 times. And then there's the ones that are still left alive, many of which have life-changing injuries, cracked vertebrae, removed organs, punctured lungs. And of course, some of them will probably require like therapy for life. And of course, oh my God, this is just, man, this is so freaking brutal. Murders must be viewed as the most extreme level of crime. So this is the live thing. Apparently, people are saying the sentence is unduly lenient. Well, yes. Given the sort of like, not to Fed post too much. I think we should bring back some medieval punishment for this. This whole thing is just like the most massive sort of like litany of horrors. And not only that, right? As I said, when he was in the trial, he was just, he was being a cheeky little shit the entire time. He's like, I don't feel well. He kept interrupting the trial. They had to like take him out of the courtroom. Why didn't they just like drag him back in by his hair and just tase him every single time he opened his mouth? Right? Why? Right? Like, oh my God. Imagine being someone with that kind of like an attitude and being like in a country like the UK and just knowing they're not going to do any physical violence to you. You just, mate, come on. And this great sort of like thing in the trial, he was when he was after the attack. So they've released all the details now, right? And it's obvious why they didn't want any of these details released before. Because fucking everyone would have totally lost their mind. Yes, Texas Man, I think Entropy is still working. Let me just double check that. Did Entropy just die? Hang on. Why, Entropy? Why must you do this to me? Oh, come on. Right, so Entropy just died on me. That's great. Just hang on. Let me restart Entropy then, since it's deciding to be a dick and log me out. Right. Entropy should be like, yes, right. No, we did get your paid N. $3 from Texas Man. Thank you very, very much, mate. I appreciate it. Oh, you gave me 2 N's. Thank you so much, mate. Right, so wait, where was I? So yes, he's like, I'm glad they're dead. He asked how old was the youngest one that was killed. When the police told him the youngest one was 6, he laughed. Because he's an anti-white shitbag. Basically, this is film of him basically going into the place where it was killed. There's no really graphic stuff. And again, I'm not going to get into detailed descriptions of the incredibly gory shit. I mean, it's just, but yeah, I don't think this has any sound. Basically, he took a cab to this dance class. Again, why this dance class? Well, presumably because he went on the internet and he's like, what's the widest thing I can think of? I know, Taylor Swift, right? He finds like Taylor Swift dance class. Oh, there's bound to be like a bunch of like young white girls there, right? Stabby, right? Like, oh, fucking Jesus, fucking, oh, dude. This is just horrible. This is just so freaking horrible.
We cash it card, mate. Number 34A, yeah. We cash it card, mate. We cash your card, mate.
Yeah, so he just gets out of the cab without paying, right? And then just, goes off to commit a bit of like racially motivated mass murder, right? Apparently, right, when he was at school, he was well loved at school. No, he wasn't. He was a violent fuckbag, right? That's why he eventually got killed. That's why he got expelled. Pardon me. He liked to talk about like white genocide while he was like playing football. Apparently, he was absolutely obsessed with genocide. Right. He was basically sort of like going on. He knew like the numbers of every single genocide. When they like broke into when they found his room, it was just full of like like torture porn and like just like. And his father, of course, his parents came over from Rwanda. His father was with, I believe they're called like RPF, the Rwandan army that was resisting the Hutu genocide. It just, like, why the fuck was he here, right? Like, oh my fucking God, right? Now, this is Charlie Bentley Astor. This is by far the best place to get information on what's been going on with Southport. This chick is amazing. Really good Substacks, incredibly detailed Twitter threads. Highly, highly recommend that you give her a follow. In fact, I will dump this link in the Rumble chat. Saydays, if you can replicate that onto like YouTube and stuff, I would appreciate it. Give her a follow. And she basically starts talking about the stuff, of course, that the government doesn't really want anyone to talk about. That he was specifically targeting whites, that he was radicalized by post-colonialism. He had like a bunch of stuff. And this really interesting thing. Evidence from Denmark suggests that second-generation immigrants from the third world are in fact more prone to crime than their parents. This kind of makes sense, actually. These children often suffer identity issues untethered from the culture of the motherland, and presumably their parents aren't allowed to like smack them around as hard as they need to be, right, in order to stop their N from developing into a big N. They are untethered to the culture of their motherland, but unable to see themselves in or value the culture of their birthplace. Some come to idealize this motherland to which they have never been and come to resent the host nation in which they find themselves, which is basically, it looks like what happened. This is a very, very good article as well from one of the guys from Lotus Eaters. What's his name? Connor Tomlinson. Good job, Connor. I'm sure he's not watching. But if he was watching, I would say good job, mate. This is a really, really, really good article. Would highly recommend this as well. I'll just post this into Rumble. It's just a litany of horrors. I don't really know what else to say. Basically, right? He was he was a bad egg from the start. He was referred to prevent 3 times, but the case was closed. Apparently, due to the COVID lockdowns, the case sort of got delayed and like basically nothing happened. He was absolutely obsessed with genocide, said one senior official. He can name every genocide in history and how many people were killed, from Rwanda to Genghis Khan to Hitler. It's all he wanted to talk about. Sounds like a fun guy. Ooh, right? Like, fucking hell. Did Rumble crash? Not as far as I'm aware. It says it's still streaming on Restream. Oh, shit. Stream's still going. I don't know. I don't know, boys. Try reloading. No, is it working again? Is it working again? Right. Oh, mate, I don't know what the fuck's going on, honestly. Right. So, yeah, back to this. On his personal tablet devices were documents on ISIS car bombs, Nazi Germany, violence involving Buddhists in Sri Lanka, ethnic clan-based cleansing in Somalia, the Rwandan genocide, the Iraq and Balkan War, depictions of tortures and beheadings. He also researched the 2024 Sydney church stabbing. And there was copious post-colonial literature in his bedroom, including A Place Under Heaven, Amerindian Torture and Cultural Violence, the Mau Mau War, British counterinsurgency in colonial Kenya, Death and Survival during the 1994 genocide in Rwanda, examination of punishments dealt to slave rebels in 2 18th century British plantation societies, and before the poison had been far spread, about 18th century British plantations in Antigua and South Carolina. It appears Rudakubana was nurturing a violent ethnic resentment towards the British based upon the history of British imperial rule in Africa. His contempt of fellow pupils for their race and desire to do them harm preceded his murdering the 3 girls in Southport. After being arrested on the 29th of July, he told police, "It's a good thing those children are dead. I'm so glad. I'm so happy." But that's not terrorism, right? But like if he was white, right, and he was like filled with like, oh my god, mate, this is really, mate, is this going to be the sort of, are they going to change it so like, you know, deliberately targeting whites is like now a hate crime? I doubt it. I mean, you know, but fuck, dude. What else do we got? Say the line with me, everyone. Say the line, bros. I can't fucking believe this. Look at this shit.
To give communities that confidence back that actually misinformation needs to be tackled, that, you know, neighbours need to stand together and communities really need to come together. You know, diversity is a strength. It's not something that should be feared, and actually we need to unite more in the aftermath of it.
Is diversity really a strength, bros? I mean, we need to unite against misinformation in our communities. I don't know, mate. I'm not feeling it, bros. I'm not feeling it. I'm just like, oh my god, right? Like, just say the line. Oh yeah, here's my subtweet. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Diversity is strength. Fucking jeez. Yes, indeed. Kick that dirty jeet out too. Yeah, I mean, I agree. You know, Tawhid Islam, a chartered accountant, you know, perhaps he should have considered his words more carefully. I'm surprised he hasn't been mobbed on Twitter, honestly. However, don't worry, bros. The government has discovered the reason for the attacks. Amazon. Yes. The reason for the Southport attacks was Amazon. If he hadn't been able to buy a knife on Amazon, this never would have happened, bros. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, people have speculated that the reason that they're sort of like reaching for such a cack-handed and like just completely gay explanation is that Riku, R-I-C-U, I forget the actual name, but they're basically a communications thing out of the Home Office, and they sort of like coordinate tragedy responses, right? So when the Muslim bombings happened in London, they'd be all like, oh, everyone must stand together. But I don't think that like standing together is going to work. So they must have been like, well, look, we can't examine actual problems of race or anything like that. So, you know, how can we spin this into a way where we get more government control? He bought the knife on Amazon. And of course, there's a bunch of fucking idiot talking heads like saying this. This is fucking James O'Brien, possibly the smoothest brain person in the UK. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking running contenders, but this guy's pretty up there.
It was on Amazon that the Southport killer bought his knife. Amazon, of course, is owned by Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was sitting in the row behind Donald Trump at the latter's inauguration. The man who owns the platform that still hosts and holds the footage that the Southport killer looked before he set off to that Taylor Swift dance class, he was not just sitting in the row directly behind Donald Trump. He is the guy that got on stage and did the Nazi salutes. So I am not given to hyperbole, but the aligning of these planets is at the very least notable. But what the hell can a British government do to rein them in?
Oh, yes. What could the British government do to have prevented this tragedy? They could have not taken them in the first place. Just saying, right? Like, maybe allowing people to emigrate from fucking war zones is like, it takes us about, I'm glad I didn't send you that knife. Probably not a good idea. Texas man, I do appreciate the thought behind the gift, but I'm not sure if apparently, so I'm not only going to need a knife license now, I'm going to need a license for the license. You think I'm kidding, but actually that's going to be the new thing, right? They're just going to bring in more digital ID. You're now going to need 2 forms of ID to buy a knife from Amazon. And then when the next one happens with a fucking baseball bat full of nails, I'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this person bought a baseball bat from fucking Amazon. Fucking hell. Starmer, of course, is unrepentant in the sort of best tradition of Fabian idiocy.
Chris from GB News.
Chris Hope, GB News. Prime Minister, given what we know now about the terror link and how it's kept from the public, do you now regret blaming the far right for all those protests last summer? Was it a far right issue, or were some people entitled to be concerned and upset? Not the rioters, of course.
Responsibility for the violence lies with them that perpetrated it. I was in Southport the day after these terrible murders. I was acknowledging and thanking the frontline police officers and ambulance who had been at the scene. You can imagine what they had been through.
Yeah, what about what all the rest of us have been through? Oh, he doesn't fucking care about that. Don't worry, bros. Don't worry, bros. The BBC is ready to redress the balance lest people start, blaming certain groups of people for a lot of the stuff going on. The BBC has launched an undercover investigation against, wait for it, Patriotic Alternative. Are they even a thing anymore? Didn't Patriotic Alternative die 4 years ago? Yes, they have to make this thing that barely exists anymore illegal, right? So And they're going to overhaul terror laws, not in the way you think, not so that it makes targeting white people terrorism, but they're basically going to change terrorism laws so they can charge lonely young men in their basements with terrorism. I'm sure that's going to do everything. We got another super chat from Texas Man. Let's give you a dancing girl and 2 more weeks. Bro, Mr. Fist loves the BBC. I do. It it fills me up inside. You know what I'm saying? or perhaps should I say that the BBC gives me a great inside darkness. Take your pick. Take your pick. Yeah. Fucking hell. Right, so that's the end of that horror for the moment. Yeah, that's okay. I managed to get through that. I wasn't sure I was going to, man. Before the show, I was just like, oh mate, I can't believe I've got to cover this. This is fucking. Anyway, right. So the next thing we've got is it's Davos 2025, bros. Yes, all of the global governance creatures are scuttling their way over to Davos for smoked salmon, high-priced hookers, virtue signaling, and rainbow-covered corporate dildos. I can't wait. But not only that, bros, you will be shocked to know that some of the rabble have started turning up at Davos. They are being challenged. Yes, it's... check it out. This is the opening ceremony.
In a tribute to sustainability, Swiss designer Kevin Germanier will showcase...
No, wait, this isn't the fucking one. Where is it? Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong... No, right, sorry. We're doing the climate and nature bill first. Oh, screwed that up. Right. Okay, so, yeah, that's right, because I wanted to end on slightly high note. So, As if that were not bad enough, the Climate and Nature Bill is being voted on tomorrow. Although, as Mikey Bikey has pointed out, it looks like the Labor MPs have been ordered to vote against it. Oh, I would hate to say that Labor has actually like done something good, but bros. So the Climate and Nature Bill is basically a sort of maximalist demand that would destroy your right to own and use property. It would basically involve compulsory land rewilding by restoring ecosystems and conservation, which means farmland could be forcibly taken out of use and converted to wild habitats. Rural property owners could be ordered to allow government-backed projects on their land, and anyone who resists could face heavy penalties or legal action. The push for energy efficient means that all property owners could face mandatory refits and fines for non-compliance. The vague language of the bill allows unelected bodies to dictate how land can be used. This could mean ban on farming certain crops, livestock, or even personal gardens if they do not align with sustainability goals. It's just insane, right? Like this is so bad. I was basically mailing this to like everyone I knew. This is just horrific, basically, right? Just to give you sort of like a taste of it, essentially, you have to outlaw all fossil fuels, all hydrocarbons, basically, right? Everything has to be done until where is it? So you have to we have to achieve the Paris Treaty stuff as far as possible. And where's the, a bunch of like international treaties, including the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. And the way this is worded, where's the bit? It basically says, right, like we have to keep doing it until nature is like visibly better, whatever the fuck that means, right? There's no funding provisions. Basically, it costs as much as it costs. It's insane. Like, this is honestly the worst thing ever. Oh, and remember the citizens, does anyone remember the Citizens Assemblies thing that Extinction Rebellion was trying to like get through? Where basically they grab a bunch of people off the street and they make like a sort of third house of parliament, stocked with like activists and stuff like that. It's a citizens' assembly, and then they get them to like make the decisions that the government would normally be making. Oh my god, it's just horrible. I can't believe they've been working on this act for like ages, right? It's terribly, terribly worded. This is it. Climate and Nature Bill. Here's the Citizens Assembly. To recommend measures for inclusion of an all-of-government strategy. Fuck off. Yeah, it's just horrible, man. Like, although I mean, now that I've heard that Labor's going to vote against it, Rat Fun King, tricameralism has never functioned. Well, actually, Rat Fun King, it's not about tricameralism. The idea basically is to create a workers' Soviet. Essentially. You're still having problems with Rumble. It's not from my end, as far as I can tell. I do apologize. For all of that, bros. This is the proposer of the Climate Nature Bill, Ros Savage, the MP for the South Cotswolds. She basically got it on the table after getting picked to present a private members bill. In case you didn't know what that is, it turns out, bros, that every parliament, they do a lottery in parliament. Yes, an actual lottery with like the balls and everything, right? And they pick 10 random, right, MPs. I'm suspicious of how random this process is, to be perfectly honest. And those 10 MPs can propose their own bill. And of course, basically what happens is as soon as these picks are made, a bunch of lobbyists and other special interests descend upon these people. And in this case, they were like, there are 0 out of the people backing this. So here's Ros Savage in her own words.
Hi, my name is Ros Savage and I am the MP for the South Cotswolds. And today I am delighted and honoured to announce that for my private members bill, I'm going to be bringing the Climate and Nature Bill to the House of Commons. I'm no stranger to taking on big challenges. Before I was elected as an MP, I became the first woman to row solo across 3 oceans, using my voyages to raise awareness of the intertwined climate and nature crises. So I am not too daunted by this challenge of trying to get the Climate and Nature Bill into law. In fact, it feels like a natural continuation of my campaigning work. But we need your help. For this bill to have any chance of passing, we need to have at least 100 MPs showing up to the debate in the House of Commons for its second reading. So please get in touch with your local MP and urge them to be there. We can lock the science into law. We can secure a livable future. With your help, we can do this. The time is now. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can tell you to go fuck yourself, random crazy white woke lady. I don't care how many oceans you rowed across. Just fuck off with your climate totalitarianism. This is the author of the bill, Alex Sobel. Interestingly enough, his Wikipedia page is being edited in real time. Something to do with his early life. I can't think why that possibly would be, bros. He's the guy who authored the bill, and it's backed by these chuckle fucks. 0 hour, 0 hour, bros. It's the 0 hour, right? Like, you know, like we're on the zero. We have to do the thing. It's like some fucking like scam artist who like runs into your house and is like, oh, the house is on fire, right? Like, you know, I don't see any fire. No time to waste. No time to waste. Just make sure you get out so that we can steal all of your stuff. Yes, we can. No, we won't. Fuck off. Supported by all of the usual chuckle fucks who are supported by all of the other usual chuckle fucks, like the Open Society Foundation and Gates and a bunch of like unions and communists and like all of this stuff. Oh, and by the way, Crisps is like lusting after Roz Savage. Ew, brother. What the fuck, mate? Ew, gross. Ugh. Let's tackle the climate emergency. Let's not. The bill, which was written by scientists, experts, and campaigners. Yeah, so they've been trying to get this through, like, literally since 2020, right? And they'll keep trying again, right? The Climate Nature Bill makes sure the UK does its bit to keep global warming down to 1.5 degrees Celsius by impoverishing and crashing the entire country so that we will all be fucking starving to death. Like, oh my fucking God. While the existing Environment Act only offers to halt the decline of nature by 2030, the Climate Nature Bill commits to reversing biodiversity loss by 2030. How are you going to measure that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Texas man, raw sewage. That's a keeper. I'm definitely going to like use that. You know, join the campaign, climate emergency, donate, all the fucking bullshit, right? We're going to tackle it together. This is their like, this is this thing, you know, why is it needed? You know, all the IPCC bros. Yes, you mean all that research that was like proven to be like highly fake and gay. Oh no, but it's done by the UN. Don't you trust the UN? No, I would sooner trust a random crackhead with my children than trust the United Nations. Oh my God, I hate the way people are, it's the United Nations, right? You know, anything they say must be awesome. They're the United Nations. Fuck right off with that. Oh my God. So yes, the IPCC, nature continues to be lost rapidly. I don't care. Oh my God, I don't care. I can't afford to live, right? Like, what the fuck? But what about climate change? What is the use of having a climate if you're fucking starving, right? Like, really getting fucking sick of this, right? Like, I mean, I was sick of this years ago, but now I'm starting to like, you know, J. Chiva Loophole, they're almost as trustworthy as the WHO. Almost, mate. Almost as trustworthy as the, as the WHO. the real world impacts of climate damage and nature's degradation. I just keep hearing this in Greta Thunberg's voice. The real world impacts of climate damage and nature's degradation are extremely concerning and getting worse each year, yet UK legislation has not kept pace. I should be in school, but I have fetal alcohol syndrome. Ah, fucking brain damage slappers, honestly. So yeah, right, like, you know, they want like carbon budgets, all this. Oh my God, it's horrific. It is so horrific. But fortunately, it looks like, despite the fact that more than 80 Labour MPs have publicly signed up to support it, if they vote against it, they will lose the whip, which means basically they'll sort of be out of the Labour Party, which means it probably won't pass. I can't believe I'm having to say the Labour Party actually did something good. Oh, that makes me feel dirty. Oh, like dirty, like something across tranny porn or something like that. Ugh, brother, But, you know, here's the thing. I mean, look, I don't know. Anyway, the vote's tomorrow, just before they break for the weekend. I'll be watching it with, you know, sort of bated breath, to see, like, you know. So yeah, Labor's basically like, you know, they wanted to amend it and remove like the parts of the bill that were like insane. Probably especially the thing about spending infinite money on it. But the talks that they had with the Green Idiots stalled, because, you know, they want communism, and so anything falling short of communism. Remember that at the moment Labor's in a bit of a bad spot as well, right? Like, you know, everyone's like fleeing the country. All the people who have the money to leave are like leaving. It's getting so bad that even Labour is like, oh shit, you know, maybe we shouldn't like. I mean, how have none of these people ever heard of capital flight? Like, fuck me, I'm not a fucking economist. Even I know what capital flight is. Fuck, dude. As late as Thursday afternoon, there were last-ditch efforts to find a compromise, including talks with Ed Miliband, the absolute psycho. But for now, Labour MPs remain instructed to sink the bill. Maybe they're like, look, too fast, too soon, bros, too soon, right? Like, you know, don't worry, we'll get there, right? We gotta skin the cat slowly. So I guess we'll see. Thank you again to Mikey Bikey for sending me this. I was not aware. Right, okay, so let's get back to to our final story. World Economic Forum. It's a bit low energy this year. But the opening ceremony is still full of the kind of like woo that you would expect from Davos. Check it out, bros.
Trace a track until you find the end. There's a clearing in every forest, at least one for every man. A light will appear like an animal between the trees. There you'll find your pocket of peace.
Brother, what the fuck is this? I mean, I'm surprised it's not some Amazonian native with a tits out, like, you know, bone through her nose, being like, you know, Schwab is back, bros. The Schwabster, the Schwab and the Schwablings making their reappearance. The problem is, really, they've got nothing new to say. If you've been a follower of the World Economic Forum like I have for the past 4 or 5 years, they just say the same thing over and over. They literally have nothing new to say, and I think this is massively blunting their message because facts on the ground change, and they just keep saying exactly the same thing. Listen to this shit. This is basically exactly the same speech he gave like last time.
We are coming together at a moment when the world faces critical challenges. Our annual risk report 2025 identifies the foremost risks, such as armed conflicts, extreme weather events, misinformation and disinformation, increasing divisions within societies, within countries, cyber espionage, and many more. Simultaneously, we stand at the brink of what we call here the intelligent age, where artificial intelligence and other groundbreaking technologies and innovations will fundamentally transform economic systems, business models, and personal lives. The transition from the industrial to the intelligent age is occurring at an exponential pace, carrying unprecedented risks for humanity as we strive to prepare and to adapt to its complexities. Yet, it also offers significant opportunities for meeting current and future challenges and spark a new renaissance, one defined by advancements in technology, health, culture, and societal welfare.
Oh, fuck off. Shove it up your ass, you baldy fuck. I'm so sick of this bastard. Oh, the poly crisis and the threats to humanity. Who the fuck voted for you? Nobody. That's who. Just fuck off. Keep fucking off. They're still banging on about vaccines. Of course. Oh my God. You really will. Like, the general vibe I'm getting from WEF this year, right, is everyone's like, yo, read the room, bro. Like, they're just, it's like they just keep playing the same song over and over, and everyone's like getting really, really like pissed off with them at this point.
The real problem is that the platforms have worked out that what really sticks, the clickbait that really makes them money, is emotional. It's fear. It's playing to people's anger, fear, etc. And that those are very sticky emotions. So you can have the most trusted scientists in the world saying this vaccine is safe. And then you have one fearmonger saying, my neighbor took it and turned into a monkey or something.
Oh, I know someone who turned into a monkey. No, they fucking died. They fucking died, got injured and or crippled. They turned into a monkey. No, they didn't. They were fucking grievously injured. Oh my God, fucking. Why would anyone not believe in a safe and effective vaccine? Don't you know it's awesome, bros?
And that will stick. And that will be the section that people then send around all their friends. And it will cause hesitancy. So I think that's the issue. It's not about reason. It's reason versus.
So they're still on exactly this same trip from like 4 or 5 years ago, right? There's nothing wrong with anything. Everything is as we say. The only reason why people don't believe us is because of mis and disinformation. They don't have anything new. And of course, mis and disinformation. That's all it's the only thing they've got to say, basically.
For the second year running, we have misinformation and disinformation as a top-ranked or the top-ranked risk category. Last year, we all know, was a record year in terms of how many people went to the ballot box around the world. Many have been tracking the attendant polarization forces in certain societies, and then the role of misinformation and disinformation in those situations. For the second year running, we
blah blah. Who was it? Who said Roger Cook? Sticky emotions. Great name for like a band or like a porno site. Sticky emotions. We are sticky emotions, baby. Oh my God. So this is their global risks report that they stick out every year. According to them, misinformation and disinformation is still the worst thing. Extreme weather events, state-based armed conflict, societal polarization. Or do you think maybe you are contributing to the societal polarization? Cyber espionage, pollution, inequality, involuntary migration or displacement, geoeconomic confrontation, erosion of human rights and or civic freedom, something of which they are contributing massively to, of course, right? Does anyone fucking care, honestly, right? Now, of course, they're like banging on about AI, you know, how AI must be controlled. Check it out.
Is ungoverned artificial intelligence. Yes, AI holds untold promise for humanity, revolutionizing learning, advancing healthcare, and diagnosing illness earlier, supporting farmers with smarter tools to boost productivity, clearing landmines, and better targeting aid in times of crisis. These are real results happening right now. But with this promise comes profound risk, especially if AI is left ungoverned. AI can be used as a tool of deception. It can disrupt economies.
But Mr. Gutierrez, head of the United Nations, who would govern AI? Who out there, right, could be trusted with such a powerful technology? I've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that Gutierrez believes that he and his bunch of global governance cronies are the perfect, trustworthy people to be trusted with such powerful technology. Wow, what a coincidence. What a coinky-dink, bros. Fuck.
And labor markets undermine trust in institutions and have chilling effects on the battlefield. And AI could deepen inequalities by excluding those without the resources or tools to benefit from its promise. Once again, collaboration is critical. The Global Digital Compact, adopted in September at the United Nations, offers a roadmap to harness the immense potential of digital technology and close digital divides. It also brings the world together around a shared vision for artificial intelligence, one where this technology serves humanity, not the other way around.
Yeah, I guess, to take that clip from Civil War, what kind of human are you? Do you even know? What kind of human are you, bro, right? Oh, God, I can't listen to this. Oh, yes, that's right. We got a super chat from Simon JJ. Simon, it's good to see you, mate. Your shift is like finished early. It's lovely to have you back, Simon. $25. God, thank you so much, mate. Good to be back at home for the evening. Looking forward to your shows, mate. It's great to have you back. I was wondering where you got to, bro. Oh, that's lovely. Wait, well, we gotta give you a sticker, dancing girl, and love heart and some confetti. Thank you so much, Simon. I really appreciate it, bro. Hope your work arrangement is gonna work out, man. Right. Let me see what else we got. It's just basically the World Economic Forum is pretty much like a parade of vampires at this point. We got Ursula von der Leyen. Yeah, Ursula von der Leyen. yeah, she is the head of the Fourth Reich. I mean, we don't call it that except when we are in one of those fancy touchy parties. Then we like to make jokes about the Fourth Reich. But to all the plebs, we just call it the European Vermissengemeinschaft. Here she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the coming years will be vital, well beyond Europe. All continents will have to speed up the transition towards net zero and deal with the growing burden of climate change. Its impact is impossible to ignore. Heat waves across Asia, floods from Brazil to Indonesia, from Africa to Europe, wildfires in Canada, Greece, and California, hurricanes in the US and the Caribbean. Climate change is still on top of the global agenda. From decarbonizing to nature-based solutions, from building a circular economy to developing nature credits, the Paris Agreement.
How about no? How about you fuck off with your like nature credits and your circular economy? Oh, just shove it up your fucking circular economy. Fucking stupid bitch.
It continues to be the best hope for all humanity. So Europe will stay the course and keep working with all nations that want to protect nature and stop global warming.
Oh my God. It just goes on. So this is quite funny. It looks like wait, I've got an article on this. Apparently the number of high value prostitutes at Davos is down a whole 60% this year. A tragic loss for the sex industry. The vibes just aren't there, bros. Wait, where have we got? Let's see. And of course, they're even getting pushback on the gender ideology, bros. Oh no, not the heckin' valid LGBTQIA+++ P's, right? Now you might not be familiar with Billboard Chris. He's a nice guy actually. I met him when he was in London. He's an activist. He goes around all these different places in Canada, originally wearing a billboard, basically saying that you shouldn't mutilate children. A bold position to have in current year woke, right? And he got a bit of argy-bargy from one of the WEF attendees, and they actually mentioned this on stage. So you know things are bad because, you know, previously, of course, like the main way the WEF dealt with any kind of like criticism was just like, now they're actually having to ardent party, that's because they're all fags. Yes, as I'm literally about to show you here. Rat Fun King, when your ideology needs a fluffer, you have fat. Well, that is absolutely true. There does seem to be a bit of softness in the ideology this year.
Word ideology, because it's something I came across on the promenade on the main street through here in Davos. There's a real backlash that we're witnessing, and if we can just get a picture up on the screens here, it was really interesting. If you take a look, there was a guy walking down the main street saying, "I'm a dad, a human male who protects his kids from gender ideology." There would have been about 10 to 20 demonstrators here for the first time, I believe, in the decade that I've been coming to the World Economic Forum. I mean, last year and the year before, it was amazing to see the support we had from companies here. They were lighting up the promenade in rainbow colors. It was great feeling that we had companies and decision makers behind us. And suddenly it's gone to this.
Oh no, people are pushing back against our faggy ideology. How can that even be allowed? Look, it's been decided, bros. We are progressing towards a new gay future with gay sex and butt fucking and circular economy capitalism, bros. It's already been decided. It looks like it hasn't.
How does that make you feel?
Can I just comment on that? Because we did light up the promenade last night in rainbow, and nobody's walking away. And in a lot of these side conversations with the top CEOs, they're not walking away. Now, are they being attacked because of the acronym, DEI? Yes. But they're doubling down on it because they know that you cannot grow your business.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether this lady was informed of the new Trump policy where they're basically banning DEI from the governments. There are going to be lawsuits coming. Oh no, random white woke wannabe gay lady. Oh, it's not because they disagree with anything. After all, everything we do is awesomely good. Yes, we got a beep. Another one, $5 from Texas Man. Thank you so much, mate. LGBT HIV plus. Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Yeah, that's a bit spicy, bros. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could stop going to the gay orgies. I know, impossible to ask such people.
If you don't grow who you're talking to.
The DEI being diversity,
equity, and inclusion. Yes.
JD?
Well, I have a reaction to that sign. I'm a dad. I'm a human male who would like my child to be the best expression of who they are, whatever that is. And I would say, as an antidote to whoever saw that person walking up and down the promenade, I would say to all of us here and to all of us watching the live stream right now, all of us have a choice. We can choose to agree with that definition of dad, or you can choose to agree with the definition that I've just put forward, one that I think is rooted in a view of the idea that we are all full people that deserve dignity.
Get in the fucking crystal. Get in the crystal. Fuck off. We're sick of this, mate. We are sick of this bullshit. Oh, look at that fucking smoke. Actually, I totally disagree, with not sexually mutilating children. Gay. Oh, did we get another beep? We did. Take this man another $3. That is not a man. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, Texas man. That's not a man. And Chuck said crystal into the crusher. Indeedly, right? Okay, let's see. What else have we got? Oh, and this is freaking funny, right? Olaf Scholz, the disgraced German premier, was on stage and no one showed up and no one gave a shit. This sort of, this highlights something about the way crises work, right? Due to COVID and sort of the mass amount of panic generated, this is a well-known phenomenon. 9/11 was basically exactly the same kind of thing. When there's this huge crisis on, a lot of really mediocre people get suddenly shoved into the spotlight sort of forcibly because they're like, I've got a solution. And then when the crisis is over because they've handled it so badly, everyone's like, wait, you're just like a mediocre fuckwit. Why the hell are we listening to you?
People who will rotate with the microphone. So please raise your hands if you have any question or any comment to be made. And don't be shy.
Keiner fragt.
No. I don't see. People are too shy.
Does anyone have any questions for the German premier? No. No, I don't see any. Yeah, no one cares. No one cares. Fuck off and get in the crystal. Oh my God. Now, of course, the sort of capstone of the event, Donald Trump appeared by a video link to basically tell you all you're a bunch of globalist shitbags. We're not doing it anymore. You can all suck it. Get in the crystal. It's the best crystal. It's awesome. You're going to love it. You're going to love being in the crystal. It's the best crystal. I made it myself. Just get in there. I'll play a couple of minutes of this. This is great.
My administration is acting with unprecedented speed to fix the disasters we've inherited from a totally inept group of people and to solve every single crisis facing our country. This begins with confronting the economic chaos caused by the failed policies of the last administration. Over the past 4 years, our government racked up $8 trillion in wasteful deficit spending and inflicted nation-wrecking energy restrictions, crippling regulations, and hidden taxes like never before. The result is the worst inflation crisis in modern history and sky-high interest rates for our citizens and even throughout the world. Food prices and the price of almost every other thing known to mankind went through the roof. President Biden totally lost control of what was going on in our country, but in particular with our high inflation economy and at our border. Because of these ruinous policies, total government spending this year is $1.5 trillion higher than was projected to occur when I left office just 4 years ago. Likewise, the cost of servicing the debt is more than 230% higher than was projected in 2020. The inflation rate we are inheriting remains 50% higher than the historic target. It was the highest inflation probably in the history of our country. That's why from the moment I took office, I've taken rapid action to reverse each and every one of these radical left policies that created this calamity, in particular with immigration, crime, and inflation. On day one, I signed an executive order directing every member of my cabinet to marshal all powers at their disposal to defeat inflation and reduce the cost of daily life. I imposed a federal hiring freeze, a federal regulation freeze, a foreign aid freeze, and I created the new Department of Government Efficiency. I terminated the ridiculous and incredibly wasteful Green New Deal. I call it the Green New Scam. Withdrew from the one-sided Paris Climate Accord and ended the insane and costly electric vehicle mandate. We're going to let people buy the car they want to buy. I declared a national energy emergency, and that's so important, national energy emergency to unlock the liquid gold under our feet and pave the way for rapid approvals of new energy infrastructure. The United States has the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we're going to use it. Not only will this reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services, it'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto.
Oh man, America looking so hot right now, bros. You know, all the people in the rest of the world who don't have in the rest of the Western world who don't have, like, you know, fundamental human rights are like, damn, USA looking pretty thick right now, bros. Right? Like, everyone's giving the side eye. Mate. Love it. You should have just basically come up and said, you're fired. You're fired. World Economic Forum, you're fired. So that's great. So, you know, we're ending on a happy note. I sort of, you know, live with the hope that, Trump may actually use the CIA for, like, something good and start, like, you know, trying to, restore some of the fundamental human rights in these other countries. Like the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia, who are only LARPing as liberal democracies now, who have basically undermined and abandoned every single principle of liberal democracy in the name of liberal democracy. It's amazing the amount of, like, stuff that he's, like, managed to do. Me and Yuz will be covering some of this Trump salt and some of the stuff that's been happening on Gulag Cafe tonight, by the way, in about in a couple of hours over on her channel. Right. So that's enough of the news. We do not have any cringe tonight because I figured you have suffered enough. And, you know, with the sort of, like, the terrible stories that I was, like, covering, I thought I'd just play some, like, funny videos and some cute videos. Give you all some, like, eye bleach. This is from Texas Man, I believe. No, wait. No, I saw this. I think I found this on the internet. Texas Man, can you confirm if this is true? Nunchucks are illegal in some states, but guns are not. So if you tie two guns together and create gunchucks, it's neither legal or illegal. Modern problems require modern solutions, bro. Clearly that must be true, right? Oh, we have another super chat. Mikey Pikey, $3 for the no cringe. Okay, well, maybe I should start doing less cringe then. If people are actually going to pay me to avoid the cringe. It's like pay to win. Thanks very much, Mikey. I appreciate it, mate. Okay, so we start off with mate, this is so great. This totally gives me the feels, like, right now.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We're back.
Pretty much, mate. That's a great shot of Starmer, mate. Oh, come on. Oh wait, we got another super chat. Another from Texas Man. It's $3 for the no cringe. Turns out not doing cringe is turning out to be very, very lucrative. Very, very lucrative. Wait, Sadie Sabiente, what did you send to me? I can't see it. Make it a threshold, the no cringe threshold. Ratfun King, are you suggesting that I should hold my audience hostage and basically say that if they don't pay me enough money, I will inflict cringe upon them? Now you're thinking like a chosen. Fucking hell. Oh, God. All right. Well, I guess I'll take that under advisement. Oh, right. No, right. No, Sadie Sapiente sent me this video. Right. Very nice. What else have we got? Oh, this is fucking good. Extreme Chess Bros.
Be careful. If you're ready to tear up the discord and 6. If you're ready to tear up your opponent and C6. This is the stop for gambit. Oh, stop for gambit. So evil, so evil. Stop for gambit, yay. Protecting the evil needs a reasonable. A bishop aiming at your heart. Bishop stabbing the knife as your mistake. This ends the game. Sacrifice the knight. Sacrifice. Take the queen, take it. I have 2 blades. One will pierce your heart. The other will split your soul. This is a checkmate. So evil. Stop or gambit.
That is honestly the best summarization of the Stafford Gambit I've ever heard. It's totally awesome. The most evil opening in chess. Very, very true. Right, so I just trolled Telegram for a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from Clossington's channel. If you guys know him, check it out.
On the 3rd day, God created the Remington bolt action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
Where's the lie, bros? Where's the lie? I don't know where this is from, but this is very, very random.
Hold up.
Good evening, sir. Which mode do you require?
Sexy bitch.
Sexy bitch mode activated.
Oh.
Hallo, Freunde.
Oh mein Gott, Hitlerhündin!
Hast du Feuer, mein Lieber?
Aber klar, Blondchen. Na, wo hab ich das? Oh mein Gott, Hitlers Hund!
Hast du Feuer, mein Lieber?
If anyone knows what show that's from, oh mate, I miss old TV so much. Freaking awesome. Now this is you ever browse the internet and you see a product and you just didn't know that you need it until you saw an ad for it. This is one of those products.
These George Floyd grills have been around for a long time, but I think I've found a new trick with them. Instead of putting it on the counter and pressing as hard as possible to get your chicken flat, you can lay it down on the floor and place one knee over it. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! And sometimes the chicken will say things. I can't breathe. But just know that that chicken is a dirty liar and it has fentanyl in its system.
Bro. Dude. Right. Got some more stuff.
What do you think you bring to the table in a romantic relationship?
Mad syphilis.
That sounds dangerous.
Dude, you don't know syphilis? He pushed a rock up the hill for eternity?
Sisyphus.
Syphilis.
When you try and sound smart by referencing Greek mythology, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, syphilis. He pushed the stone up the mountain. I think Sadie sent me this. Enjoy.
Babe, I just smoked a giant buck. I thought deer season was over. Yeah, well, let's just say I wasn't exactly hunting. Oh, so some giant buck just magically fell into your lap? I mean, it did fall. Sorta. What do you mean, sorta? Where are you? You know that one back road where you and I like to, with the can opener? Did you hit it with your truck? Babe, this one was an accident, I swear. Oh yeah, just like last year when you chased one down on the road. No, I didn't even hit the gas on this one. I am not eating that thing. What are you talking about? You love deer meat. Not when it's roadkill. Can you just come help me, please? What do you need my help for? Just grab the ATV and meet me down by the old brick house. No, just throw the stupid thing in your truck. Yeah, that's not gonna be possible. I swear to God, you better be in your truck. I took your car to work this morning. I should have listened to my therapist about you.
Right, sorry. Like typing. That meme was from Texas Man's excellent meme channel, USDA Prime Memes. Check it out. It's really, really good. Would highly recommend. You like memes? You like USDA Prime stuff? Check out USDA Prime Memes. It's a really good channel. I frequently mine it for stuff. Thank you for your service, Texas Man, in the meme wars. I don't know what this is. Let's find out.
From the husband's perspective, feels different. Can throw trash into an overflowing trash can.
Fixed it.
Can forget reality with the filter system.
Oh, fixed it.
Hopeful phrases turn into bleak messages. Things on the floor also change. The wife, unable to bear it, says something.
You left your shoes in the middle of the room again.
Oh, there they are. You ready to go yet?
You probably haven't noticed, but I haven't changed clothes yet.
And receiving the glasses. Puts them on out of curiosity.
Whoa, look at the walls. There really is a difference between pebble gray and driftwood.
Fully feels what the wife is experiencing.
Nothing fits, everything looks terrible. Let's just go eat dinner.
That one's for you, Saydays. I thought you'd like that one. Right. This is good.
Hey, everybody. Just wanted to hop on here and say that today we took a big step in our road towards innovating the worlds of business and tech. That's right. We are now officially allowed to say retard in the office. Oh, man. You feel that? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh, retarded. This is a new era of free speech. As a company, this is gonna do wonders for us. Retard, gay, pussy. We can say these things again. Do you know what this means economically? Retard. Yes, we have been witnessing a steady downturn as a company since 2012, but now we know why. Here is where I had to stop saying gay at shareholder meetings. Coincidence? Think of how much time this is going to save. Instead of politely saying, I understand where you're coming from, however, here is an alternative solution, now you can just say, Bill, you're a top shelf retard. This is a great step for the world and a great step for our business. I'll take your questions.
I mean, you know.
Hey, is my mic on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jeff, you're a pussy. You're a huge fucking pussy.
Meeting over.
But what about the forbidden word? You know, the word that no one may speak except in N towers. Think about how much economic activity could be unlocked by allowing the forbidden move. Woo! Right, we got some cute animal videos for you now as well. You know, just to like sort of, cap off the evening with a sort of like nice, cute. I mean, who doesn't like cute animal videos? Weirdos, that's who.
Dexter setzt sich hin, now. Dreh dich rum, dreh dich rum, dreh dich rum. Guter Hund, ja, gut gemacht, alles klar. Pfote? Pfote, nein, Dexter, nein. Never use the right hand, okay? Only the left hand. Only left paw, no right paw, yeah? Don't drift into the darkness, Dexter, yeah? You are a good boy, you have a Jewish mom, yeah? Let's calm down.
The brutal dog tater. Yeah, this is good.
A day in the life of a woman who has no rights. First, I woke up to a sense of pending doom. I thought of Rosie O'Donnell, Whoopi Goldberg, and all the oppression they deal with. I thought about slavery and how sorry I am for that. I drank my dairy-free coffee with soybean oil, and I thought about the world. I can't believe how similar my life is to those who endured the Holocaust. Then I talked to my dog. I made him apologize for being born male. I told him how oppressed it made me feel. Then it was time for me to take my SSRIs. I felt sad once when I was 11, and that made me feel oppressed. So I've been on them ever since. I'm 33 now. I didn't take my birth control because the government won't allow me to yeet babies willy-nilly anymore. It makes me feel very oppressed. Then I looked up some hair clippers online. I'm gonna shave my head to become less appealing. Then I went for a drive in my car. I was watching CNN last night, and they told me that women aren't going to be able to drive soon. So I thought that I would take this opportunity to enjoy some driving while I still can. After my drive, I started getting hungry. So I had a gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, soybean oil patty from Impossible Burger. It tasted like burnt rubber, but I'm of moral hierarchy because I don't eat animals. Then I checked my horoscope. I wanted to know what the stars and crystals had in store for me tomorrow. Stay safe out there, guys. Don't forget your blue bracelets.
I don't know, bros. There was something in that like really distracted me. I can't think what it was, but at a certain point in the video, my brain just sort of switched off for you know some reason. I can't think what that might possibly be. Nice. Right. Check this out.
Hey, what are you doing, mister?
Hey, buddy.
Got away.
Hey.
You be good.
Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me. No.
Trying to play here, punk. Huh? No.
No.
What are you doing, huh? Get out of here. I'm mister.
You. What are you doing? No. Don't bite my jeans. No way.
I got you now. No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to sit, huh? Xbox.
Come on, boys. Good boy.
Man, he's turned off the game.
Who the fuck has like a full-grown lion in their living room? Oh my god. I mean, hilarious, but like, I don't know, mate. Like, I mean, like maybe it's an American thing. Just, live dangerously. I'm not a fan of these videos, but it is kind of cute. Feed lemon to your puppy. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, right? Like, you freaking... So you look at that cute face and you want to, like, feed it lemon. Oh, come on. Like, if I had a puppy that cute, I would feed it tasty stuff. Right. Speaking of puppas.
Hi! Hi! Good morning!
Took the best nap. Hello.
Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice.
I'm on vacation. I did some
干嘛呀？走开！
That seems highly fucking annoying. It's even worse than the cats, mate. Right, we just got some like wholesome stuff to like finish off. Aw. What else have we got?
Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Are you happy? Do you sleep well? Are you almost 2 years old? Our sweet big boy. Are you gonna get Treatos? I don't have kefir, but I have Treatos. Okay. I love you. I love you. Mingo, I love you. Big kiss.
Oh, Samuel, it's so cute. I mean, the brushing would be a problem. Cute corgi. Wait, no, this is a corgi Shiba. Aw, the tippy tappies. Don't know what's up with his cat. This is Chonk, though. And our final cute animal video of the night. Beware this cat. Aww. Right, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I'll be on Gulag Cafe in about an hour and a half over on Use the Unix channel. Let's say a quick goodbye to everyone in the chat. Over on Rumble, we have Origin Party, Captain Crisps, Rat Fun King, Sade Sapiente, History and Truth, J. Chiva Loophole, Rat Fun King, Texas Man. Texas Man, thank you so much for all your super chats. Muchly appreciated. Mikey Bikey, thank you for your super chats as well, Mikey. Who else we got in here? Captain Chris, J. Chiva Loophole, Rat Fun King. I think that Crispy13. Mikey Bikey was in there as well. Livia Drusilla. I don't know, was Livia in the chat? Well, if you're listening to this later, Livia, good to see you. I think that's everybody on Rumble. On YouTube, we have Budgie Burger, Stumbling, Roger Crook, Glenn Llewellyn, Victorian Time Traveller, 007, Severed, Simon JJ. Thank you so much for the super chats, Simon. Dawn Browning, Evil Author 1776, Linda Hunter. I think that's everybody. Victorian Time Traveller, did I already mention you? If not, you get two. And on Odyssey, we have Tasia. Good to see you, Tasia. Haven't seen you in a while, mate. History and Truth, double teaming it, I see. And I think that's everybody. Thank you so much for coming, bros. I'll be on Gulag Cafe tonight. And also remember to check out Texas Man's awesome meme channel on Telegram, USDA Prime Memes. You just find it in the search. It's a great channel. I would highly recommend. I'll see you all, later tonight. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Good night, chaps.